the valley where God defied death in a land forgotten by time, surrounded by black mountains and gray skies. There was a valley few dared to speak of. The elders called it the Valley of Silence, for there no birds sang, and not even the wind dared to whisper. It was said that death itself dwelt there, waiting for lost travelers to steal their last breath. Centuries ago, a plague swept through the villages. Men, women, and children fell one after another, like dry leaves in winter. Nothing could stop it. The wisest among them cried out to the heavens, begging for a miracle. Then a prophet, guided by a divine dream, declared that God had chosen the valley as the place where destiny would be challenged. The prophet walked into that dreaded place, carrying only a staff and faith in his heart. The people followed from afar, afraid he would never return. When he reached the valley, it was covered in shadows, and in the midst of them appeared a tall, skeletal figure wrapped in a dark cloak. Death. With a voice that froze the bones, Death spoke. "No one can defy me. My reign is eternal." But the prophet raised his staff and replied, "God has summoned you to this valley, not to deny your existence, but to remind you that life does not belong to you, it belongs to the Creator. Today, you will not decide." The valley shook. A blinding light descended from the heavens, and the barren ground burst into bloom. Where once there was dust, white lilies sprang forth, and in the villages, the sick who lay dying began to breathe again. Death stepped back in fury but could not cross the boundary marked by the light. "Your time will come," said the prophet, "but today, life prevails." From that day on, the valley was no longer called the Valley of Silence. Generations have since known it as the valley where God defied death. Pilgrims still journeyed there, seeking strength in their trials, and those who pray within its borders claim to hear a whisper in the wind. Death does not have the final word.